going to do. So you can just come to this setup and data management file locations. So here you can able to see the Amazon S3. So if I share the screen and go to the other screens, so here you can click on this file locations, and under the file locations you have the option to connect with the AWS S3 as well. So this is the one. And here you need to provide the bucket name, public key, private key, and the region name. So region name is basically I think the AWS engineers might be knowing, but yeah, so basically what you see in the console, so here in this case it's Ireland, so you might need to connect with the region as Ireland. So once you connected, then you can able to import and export directly from AWS or to AWS. Um, so having said that, coming October release, Marketing Cloud has said that you can also encrypt and also decrypt directly from S3. You don't have to come to SFTP and then do the encrypt or decrypt. So that's coming as part of October release, which is not yet in the Marketing Cloud, but it might be coming up. Yeah. So just a note. And uh, moving on to the other things, so there are quite some updates on the package manager. As you might know, package manager is a tool which will help you to able to deploy the Marketing Cloud components from one business unit to another business unit, or one from one Marketing Cloud to another Marketing Cloud. So basically it's keep on evolving every releases. So I think one day we might have capability to migrate everything, but for now, yeah, it's still just in a evaluation stage. So with this release, what has been done is like they have enhanced the package manager, which is like so you can able to see from here like what are all the definitions you have created, which is like uh, you basically pick from the org what are all the components you are picking, and basically you have different versions. So you can export the package whichever version you feel like. So once you click on it, it will be coming like this. Then you can see that what has been so in this package a journey has been selected. So okay, I can just see okay what are all the things have been selected, and then I can just simply export the package and deploy into a different business unit or different Marketing Cloud. So this is one in terms of the UI changes. And in terms of functionality wise, like previously what happened is like if a journey has been referenced with a data extension or in a decision split where a synchronized data extension or a shared data extension has been referenced, then you cannot able to migrate the journeys. So it will simply throw an error notification. But now it will not throw the error. Basically you can just migrate, but before you need to migrate, you need to select the relevant data extensions as well to migrate it. So that's one in terms of the functionality wise they have improved. And they have updated the permissions. So now if you want to restrict not everyone to deploy and not everyone to retrieve the packages, so what you can do is like there is a permissions have been added. So under the package manager you have two sets. One is of package and deploy. So for whomever you want, you can just give those permissions, so that not everyone will keep exporting your own Marketing Cloud components and then deploying into some other instance or some other business unit. So you'll have more control on the permission side. So these are the three things which has happened on package manager. And then next update is on the MFA. So as you know, MFA is like multi-factor authenticator. So Salesforce has been recently imposing a lot of restrictions on securities. MFA, it's like you will get a token every time when you try to log in, and you have to either use apps like Salesforce Authenticator or Google Authenticator, and then type in the password or approve it via notification to log in into Marketing Cloud, basically. So it's like second step of authorization, you can say. So what happened is like, so the people who have purchased Marketing Cloud, I think on 2021, after 2021, so automatically MFA has been enabled. You don't have the option to disable. But for the people who have purchased before 2021 of Marketing Cloud, you have the option to enable previously. And now with by Feb 2022, they will also be, it will be a mandatory. You have to be it will be automatically enabled on Feb 22, regardless you are enabling it or not. So I would recommend for an, if you guys are an admin, so I would recommend to speak to the relative owners, and then ask them to or at least prepare a plan to enable the MFA for existing orgs. um, that's one thing. And now what they have done is like, so if an admin just clicks on enable MFA, it will be automatically be enabled. So if anyone has the Marketing Cloud purchased before 2020, you might notice that once you logged in, it will ask you to enable MFA, where you have an option to skip as well, right? So but if an admin has enabled the MFA with the current release, you don't have the option to skip, wherein you have to enable as a mandatory one. So you can just put out a notice to the users that see, these are the steps you would need to follow. So you can just simply click on enabling the MFA. That will take care of enabling it for all the users, which will become mandatory. So this is the update from the MFA side. And let's move on to self-serve SSL. As you might know that SSL is like, uh, so I have seen different scenarios where customers have purchased SAP, but you need to also purchase SSL separately. And generally SSL takes like 4 to 6 weeks from the Salesforce team to work on it and to enable SSL. So what they have done now is that like, you have an option to enable the SSL by your own self, but though it will take like 10 days. So if you notice these two screens, so you can see that this SSL status is secured, which is HTTPS. Everything is secured. Wherein here you can see that it's not secured. So you have an option here to click on secure this domain, which is not enabled yet, but I think it will be enabled it soon. So once you click on the secure this domain, it might take like 10 days to turn on the SSL. So now instead of reaching out to Salesforce every time, you have the control to enable the SSL by yourself. So this is on the Salesforce, self-serve SSL. And yeah, so before I go on to the other platforms, any questions on in terms of the admin sections?
I don't think so, Navin, because I haven't seen
Okay.
any question from the audience perspective.
Sure, sure.
You
Definitely.
can
Yeah.
continue. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So now moving on to the retirement sections, right? So where what are the components will be getting retired? So if you have used Marketing Cloud like way back when it was in Exact Target times, so when Exact Target used to connect with Salesforce, it uses a connector called V2 connector. Then Salesforce bought Exact Target, and they have changed, and Marketing Cloud Connect also got changed. Now it's all everything with the Wi-Fi connector. But if still and Marketing Cloud Aug is way old, it was there in Exact Target times, then I would recommend you to quickly move to the Wi-Fi connector. But yeah, only if that Marketing Cloud Aug is way old. So this is on the MC Connect side. And other things are like, so previously what happened is like, we use lot of AMP scripts to from the Microsoft Dynamics to create or add or remove the subscribers. So there has been some changes in the Microsoft Dynamics from their side. So due to that, these AMP scripts will have to be retired, unfortunately. So you cannot use those AMP scripts post December 2020. Um, So I would suggest if you want to import the records from Microsoft Dynamics to Marketing Cloud, then we have to go via the usual way, like import the records and then into the all subscriber list or to the data extension, things like that. And then moving on to the classic content, as you might be aware that email studio also we had a segment called classic content, which was again when it was there in exact target times. So what happened is like now Salesforce has built then a new tool of content builder, where content builder is everything for us now. But still, some marketing cloud org or the old marketing cloud org still uses the classic content. So there are two segments over here as well. One is you can use it in the email studio, and you can also use it in the cloud page. Uh, Now you cannot create any more classic content cloud pages in marketing cloud, but you can still edit it. But what happens is like on June 2022, it will get retired fully. So I would suggest if any one of you are using a cloud page with the classic content, I would say like you just move it to the cloud pages. So these are the three retirements which has been posted. Now moving on to other things, which is like some are an integration parts. In this case, it's about MC Connect. So in Marketing Cloud Connect, we can able to sync Salesforce objects into Marketing Cloud, and here you have an option to sync whether you want to sync all of the records or you want to sync all of the records from the specific date, or you can choose some boolean field, and if the field is true or false, depending upon that you can sync the data, right? So now what happens is that imagine that you are using a field in Salesforce called sync with MC. So whenever the sync with MC is true in Salesforce, those records alone will get synced into Marketing Cloud. So that's the logic we have set it up here. So what happens now is like when the sync MC has been deleted or has been renamed or something, automatically the synchronized will get passed. So when you try to change these fields in Salesforce, make sure you double check whether you are using in Marketing Cloud. So that's what here it has been said. So this will so the whole synchronized of that particular object will get passed if that field has been removed or renamed. Now coming to custom thresholds for engagement scoring. Just a brief about instant engagement scoring. Right now, since we are deep diving into the uh, instant topics, so in the instant topic we have a section called engagement scoring, where it will tell us that how is your customer scores, right? So it will put up in a bucket like most likely, more likely, less likely, and least likely. So if your customer are interacting with your email clicks, then it will be on the most likely bucket, and if you are less interacting and then least interacting with your thing, then it will be on the bucket of least likely. So previously what happened is like Marketing Cloud sets the score of these things, and we don't have the option to edit it. But now you have the options to edit the custom thresholds. So if I just show you what is all about, so let me just switch it. So you can just go to the setup, and you can come to this instant engagement scoring. And you now have, so previously this section was there, but now you have an option to enable this as well. So generally the scores are set as per the industry average, so you can just click on edit. So this will be the average score of industry averages. So if a person if the score is like from point 87 0 to 0.87, then it's considered as least likely. That means like no one is clicking on your email in this case. And similarly, the most likely goes from 4 to 100. So anything on this category, it will be most likely. So this determines the score. But now you can able to edit the score, so however you wanted to. So you can just change it the score. So if you change the score, then it will be impacted in the engagement scoring as well. So the dashboards will be changing according to you, and also you can use this engagement split into the journey builders as well. So these scores, depending upon you if you know, okay, this is my standard, I know what's my standard, then you can feel free to change these scores, and then it which will impact in the dashboards, and also in the instant engagement splits it will also get impacted. So yeah, just this is one enhancement on the instant engagement scoring. Now, moving on. So now we have get more copy insights. So as you know, copy insights is something like you can see the what's my subject, which subject names or subject lines are performing better, and what type of phrases I can use, things like that. So this is all about copy insights. But now what Instin is providing is that it is giving you an option to enter a test subject. So currently I don't see this feature in Marketing Cloud yet, but I believe that it should be coming up in sometime soon. Generally what will happen is like you will have a section wherein you can input your subject lines, and once you input your subject lines, it will match with the existing subject lines and how they are performing, things like that, and then it will give you a score of what is the most open rate and what's the um, performance. So it will, according to that, it will give you a score. So basically it analyzes the past history of the subject lines, and it will compare with your new subject lines, and then it will try to give you a score. In this case, you can try to check with different subject lines, and you can test it out in real time as well. But just to note, this is only supported in English language for now, so there is no other languages are supported in copy insights. Yeah, so now moving okay, so this is all about instant enhancements. Now moving on to the journey builder enhancements. So this August release and the October release, I feel that it's more of push notifications enhancements in the journey builder. So similarly, there is a activity for this particular journey builder. I didn't see it in my Marketing Cloud yet, but do let me know if you guys have seen it already. But there is a push engagement called wait until push engagement activity. So basically what it does is like imagine that you have a record of 100 records in a data extension, and you try to send a push notification to those 100 records. And out of those 100 records, 10 people are clicking on the push notification. Then you can direct them into a different path. Let's say you can direct them to a path B, and you can just keep wait for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, depending upon the setting which you put on the wait until push engagement. So if it's a 1 day, so it Marketing Cloud listens to that if they are clicking or not. So if they have not clicked on for a 1 day, then it will automatically go to the reminder branch, and you can send out an email or SMS depending upon the use cases. If they have clicked a push notification, then you can send a different one, or you can just simply exit one. So now you can able to listen to that push notification, and then you can able to send the relevant activities. So this is one thing as part of wait until push engagement. But the other thing which is coming in October is like Marketing Cloud SDK listens to the app events. So let's say a particular customer is going to a specific page, then Marketing Cloud listens to that page, and you can inject and push notification or in campaign messages like inbox messages, like inside the app itself, you can directly interact with the user. But that's on the October release, where you need to update the SDK as well. So it will not work with the existing SDK. You need to update the Marketing Cloud SDK with your app which you are using, then those changes might be applicable. So this is with respect to the wait until push engagement activity. Then moving on. Okay, so now coming to the data related part. As you know that we can also delete contacts in Marketing Cloud. So generally, what happens is like you can also do the setting that if I delete the contact, just suppress them for 14 days, 30 days, things like that. So what happens is like when you delete the contacts, once the contacts has been deleted, then it will, if you select the period of 14-day suppression period, what happens is like no no SMS, no emails, no communications can go to the same customer again. So that's what you are trying to do. So there might be a chance that the same customer might enter in a different way. In that case, you cannot able to communicate, because you have the 14-day window to just keep it as a suppression, and then it will get deleted. But now, as part of this release, they are going to modify the 14 days time period to 2 days time period, because it doesn't make sense that the longer you make the suppression, it will affect your um, your email communications, etc. So it's better to keep as a 0 day suppression, so that they will get deleted on the same day, and then if next day the same contact comes by some other way, they can just still interact with them. So that's pretty much few minor things on the contact delete part. Now coming to the reporting part, as you know that Dataroma is like getting more and more popular in the reporting side. And the recent acquirement of the Slack. So now you can able to integrate the Slack and Dataroma. So you can collaborate the Dataroma reports with the Slack directly. So this is available for whoever have purchased the normal version of Dataroma itself. Like you don't have to purchase advance or something. It's directly available within Marketing Cloud. So you can just come to that Dataroma and then click on this integrations. Then you will find the integration name and the webhook URL. So in the Slack, you might need to create the webhook URL, and then you need to post it up here. So you can just send certain reports directly to the Slack, and many people can able to interact to that particular report. So this is with respect to the Dataroma thing. But yeah, so this is pretty much what happened or what will be happening for certain features into the Marketing Cloud for August release. But yeah, do let me know if you have any questions towards it.
Yeah, I think you can look at the chart window, Naveen. I think Prashant has posted some questions, especially on the send time optimization, ST1 and all.
Uh-huh. Sure, sure, sure. Okay, cool. Engagement scoring isn't available for all instance, or it's yeah. So basically, in the engagement scoring, you first need to activate it, and once you activated it, it will take depending upon the data basically. So if you have enough number of data, like um, 500,000 contacts. If you have that number of data, then it will create a model in another 72 hours. Once you create a model, it will give you the scorings basically, and you can edit that scoring. But yeah, it is enabled for all the, it's like you have to enable first the instant engagement scoring, and then it will be enabled for all the instance. That threshold logic, you can control it. Yeah.
But is it comes with a free add-on, Naveen, or it is
Mhm.
something that So do we need to separately purchase the
If
add-on for marketing?
yeah, no. So so if you are in a basic edition, it will not come. But if you are in a professional edition and the unlimited edition, then it will be coming up.
Okay,
Like
maybe Enterprise 2.0 as such.
Yeah, like when you buy a basic edition where it doesn't support Journey Builder itself. So
Right.
in that case, it doesn't have the instant engagement scoring. But in the professional edition where the Journey Builder is there and the unlimited edition also it's there, then they provide the instant engagement scoring. And wherever the instant engagement scoring is there, you this feature that threshold feature is also enabled. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I think the next question is, in general, how STO will works and what is the how it gives you a better results in normal way. Like normally we have engagement activities, right? So what is
Yeah.
the use of STO, especially why we use STO in the journey builders?
Yeah, so in STO, it's they are still working on. There is no plan due to this Apple modifications, privacy modifications. So, but still, it works for some customers. If you are a customer and where not many people are using iOS app, then STO works fine. Uh, with the STO, how generally it works is like you just need to send you can send multiple emails, but you at least need to have one opens in that email so that instant know, okay, this point of time this customer A opened and customer B opened this point of time. So when you try to send next time when you try to use an STO, what happens is like it will try to send close to that time so that you know which time they are opening. So it's one-to-one personalization with respect to the open time. So that's how it works.
Okay. Yeah, the other
And
questions are, yeah, he's asking about the when we told connector V2 to be upgraded to V5, right? So is it something that all the existing marketing cloud customers are sitting in V2 has to manually do and upgrade V5, or marketing cloud does that automatically?
no, we need to do V2 is like very old. I don't know if any one of them still using, but but what happens is like if they are using, we first need to disconnect and then we need to install the new version of Marketing Cloud Connect, which is available in the public in the Salesforce system, and then we integrate that version into the Marketing Cloud.
So if you can do that, it will be impacting on the synchronized data extensions, right?
Yeah, correct. So there will be some downtimes, but if you don't do it, then it's no longer supported. So that's what they're saying.
Okay, okay. Because I believe like if you disable and then enable, I don't
Yeah.
see any impact. As you said, the downtime may be little time to update the the respective connectors or queries or as such. If we disconnect and connect once again, do Marketing Cloud create another copy of the shared data extensions, or it will just simply append with existing data extensions?
No, when you disconnect, what happens is like all the synchronized data extension will also go off. Then when you try to connect again, all the data extensions will again come off. But I don't think the namings will be changing. It will still be contact underscore Salesforce or contact underscore
Got it.
Salesforce one, like that, if you have multiple BUs. So the namings will not be changing much. So I don't think anything we need to do except the Salesforce data events, which is coming directly from Salesforce. So that's why there might be some downtime. So we just need to disconnect and then connect as soon as possible.
Okay, okay, okay. I think now Prashant is asking one more question, especially on the
Um,
Apple policy. So
yeah,
currently, Apple policy is it considering only we cannot consider email opens as an activity due to iOS regulations, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
how it
correct.
is impacting on the center optimization metrics?
Yeah, that's what. So I think they are still working on it. Salesforce, there is no, and they are asking to go with the clicks rather than opens now. But there is no update on STO at least on the August release date. So um, basically, STO works fine except for the iOS users. So if any one of them are not using iOS, then the STO will still be fine. But if any one of them are using, yeah, it is impacted. Yeah.
So using sense, like let's suppose if I got an email to my Gmail domain, so if I open Gmail or email from my Apple device, so
Yeah.
that's the impact, right?
Yeah, so what happens is like when you install the iOS thing, so it will be asking whether would you like to go with the privacy mode or not, and if you select yes, so whatever email you send from Marketing Cloud or you send from some other Marketing Cloud to the Gmail or any domain which has the iOS app in it, so iOS automatically opens. It doesn't mean that customer open, but whenever you send out an email, iOS automatically opens. For Marketing Cloud, as it will consider as open, and we take it as a positive outcome. uh, so that's what happened, but actually for the customer, it doesn't mean he might have opened or may not have opened. So we are not sure, but iOS opened automatically. Then the tracking goes to Marketing Cloud that this person have opened, but actually they have not opened. They may not have opened. Yeah, that's what the issue.
Because iOS has been enabled the privacy concern,
Yeah,
especially for the users. Okay.
yeah, correct.
Okay. So next question is general question from Prashant. What are your comments on cookie-less future? As this will definitely affect the visitor info for us and targeted ads as well.
Yeah, that's another thing coming up in terms of Google privacies and things like that. So I'm not sure how a cookieless feature. Then we cannot run much ads without the cookies. But I believe interaction studios and things like that will be working on it. But there is not a definite plan yet. Once that feature get released, then they will try to come up with a workaround at least to do something on how to grab that particular user using the cookie or by some other way with IPs and things like that. At least for the interaction studio, you can capture those IPs and things like that. But I'm not sure if some other tools is capable on those.
No, I think so. What I know, Prashant, especially on if you don't have a cookie management or anything less, right? So Interaction Studio is nowhere in the picture. So Interaction Studio leverage an unknown user policies using a cookies because you open a browser and then you came to a website and then automatically browser captures the cookies and then it will identify your respective. It will generate a unique ID in Interaction Studio, and again you come back to the same visitor, same browser, then we can identify, oh, he is a user with an ID and the session and the key policy. But again it considers IP as well, but not sure. I don't think so it's going to be anything any sort for the next few releases. The cookie policy is not affecting anything. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
for now it's not. Yeah, maybe in future if Google updates something
Yeah,
privacy
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So my one more question, I mean, from my side. So especially when we talk about Microsoft Dynamics, right? So initially when we surprised the Dynamics integration with Marketing Cloud, and now it is being retargeted once again, or it is been happening through import or export options.
Yeah, I feel that there has been some change happen in Microsoft Dynamics due to that AMP is not supported it.
Yeah.
So you might need to go with the usual way. Like if you want to import a record, then come to SFMC and then import it
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. So, but however, in Marketing Cloud, especially, so we do have if you go with a different data analytics concept, right? So we have a Datorama, which has been good for managing all the custom reports and to have more clear idea on the reporting side. Uh,
Yeah.
as compared to the out of the box, now it's been good for the Datorama. But what is your opinion on the Google Analytics actually? Because it has a connector available, GA connector available for SFMC, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
do we really ingest or connecting our engagement data back to Google Analytics? Is it the right approach, or can we still leverage Datorama for this?
Yeah, I mean it depends. Like what happens is like in some organization, at least in my organization, like if they are using Google Analytics, and if you don't use data Roma, like in data Roma also you have different versions, right? And if you don't purchase the advanced version, then I would say you use Google Analytics. And but if you have purchased Datarama, then you don't have to use Google Analytics. You can Datarama takes care of everything literally. So there is no point on using Google Analytics. You might need to update the links and wrapping of the links according to the Datarama. That's it.
Hmm, that's true. Yep. Thank you. So I think so. Any other questions, team? Especially you want to understand anything? I mean, not only for the current topics, but if you want to understand any technicalities to connect with SFMC or any third-party integration that you would like to see how it can be done. So just post your questions, especially to me, and especially if you want to learn something on the cross-cloud integrations with Marketing Cloud, maybe B2C Commerce Cloud, Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, or Experience Cloud, and any other open enterprise systems called Oracle Responses, Braze, or anything. Uh, just let me know. I'll happy to arrange a call with Naveen again, and and we can take you through as well, right? So once again, thank you so much, Naveen, for the
Yeah.
wonderful
Thank you.
session. Wonderful session. I know it's a busy time for you. It's a Thursday in Germany as well, and I hope it's a pleasing weather in Germany. So I'll finish the rest of the slides. So
Sure.
just stay
Sure.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll share my screen again.
Sure.
So my window, yes. We'll go with the presenting mode. Yeah, I think yeah, thank you so much, Naveen, for the wonderful session. I think, I mean, out of the topic, so we asked much questions as well. And thank you again for your fruitful responses. I'm happy, to engage with you again and again. So coming to the environment that what we're looking for, right? Because currently it is a partner group, then we would like all the people who attending the sessions just go and then find out a couple of other resources information as well, especially on the Success Cloud. So there are some welcome webinars for new users and the topical hours, office hours, and open office hours, Pardot Trailblazer community. So which include all this educational materials are available for resourcing, and there are some specialists are available for asking your questions and then get answered for them as well. And there are open office hours special. This is my one of the best Success Cloud. 3 times a week there is a specialist from Salesforce will come, and then they can respond all your questions as well. And again, there are some few seats, 15 to 20 seats are available. The people first come to first serve basis. uh, let's go and then register Success Cloud. At the same time, please join Trailblazer Community Marketers Group Pardot. So there's a group which you can search in Google as well. Please go and then join as a member and then get the relevant update from my group. At the same time, so join the global Pardot B2B marketing automation group as well. So it has a lot of expertise members, and then you could see a lot of information going on. You can see left hand side there are so much of insights which is given by so much of product engineers, the product teams, and the product owners as well. And at the same time there's a success calendar for the customer visit. So there are so many customers who want to implement a B2B nurturing tool, and they want to understand. Typically people look for typically the customers who already have a own CRM, so they're looking for a marketing information tool. Either currently they're using our existing tools called Eloka, Marketer and all, but they would like really know about what is Pardot, what Pardot serves the systems. So people like customers or success, so you could let them know how they can go and then find out the right product with the different event types, with the different event language and the regions as well. So this is the place where you can go and then look at the calendar. And again, the customer hub, which can give you a lot more details about your help articles, training material, community. You can collaborate with a lot of partner users to get it answered from so many questions. So this is the feature request, like the one which Naveen has explained, all these releases, right? All the releases are based upon this idea exchange. So many customers, so many consultants, or so many design engineering solutions are posting the questions where it's really required for them to implement as a part of the product upgrade. So this is a place where you can go and then post your idea, and if your idea has been reached to a certain threshold, a product team from Salesforce will review the sessions, and you can see SSL for vanity, or else or SSLs. The one Marketing Cloud has been enabled SSL automatically by yourself. So all these implement all these updates coming from Idea Exchange as well. So this is a success path, Pardot success path. You want to have a free resources available, and you want to become a Pardot Pro. So make a Pardot Pro, and I know a few people, especially Naveen and Prashant, and there are a few other people who are really Pardot experts in my current. Were for well-known people, especially they're really good in the Pardot and Marketing Cloud, and I request all the other folks also to access the free resources from the customer success platform. And then I want to become all you guys are a Pardot Pros, and then win some cool prizes and the swags as well. Okay. So these are some of the accelerators. The accelerators are nothing but to quickly personalize your work sessions with partner success specialists that solve the specific challenges where there are some accelerators which is going on, and these accelerators especially help you out for your knowledge growth and the career advancement of the product enables as well. Yeah. So the next meetup is going to be happening on the next 2 weeks, guys. Starting from today, it's on 28th of October, and the topic that I would like to talk about is Interaction Studio. So it is like Interaction Studio fundamentals. I'm gonna show you the deep dive for the next 90 minutes, and I'm gonna showcase the system complete UI and how we can integrate Social Studio connector with Sales and Service Cloud. And you want to know about what kind of data will stream from the Interaction Studio to CRM, and how the data will be visible to your sales leads and sales reps in order to connect with your prospects in real time. And apart from this, I'm gonna recommend some NBA recommendation templates called Next Best Actions, and then Einstein Next Best Actions. And you need to understand what is the use of the NBA template and how it helps customers in real time, right? So looking forward for the session, and then look forward for the event as well. I'll send you all the event information, the LinkedIn and other social posts, and I'll send you in the WhatsApp groups as well, right? So it's a good session. So please be joined and then learn something on the interaction platform, especially how an offline data and online data will stream together and create a one unique affinity profile for the customers. And automatically you can see the interaction between the entire integration between Interaction Studio versus Sales and Service Clouds. So next is quiz. So get ready, guys. Fast fingers always got some questions, and they'll quickly answer as well. So let me go and then populate the first question. So I'll go through. I'll point it out the 5 number sequence number, and then I'll open the question. So please be ready with the questions. Okay. Please be ready with the answers. Okay. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Which wait activity is used for real-time wait push notifications? I think Naveen, you can let them know who's the winner. The
Yeah,
first one.
option
Yeah.
C is the winner. Yeah.
Okay. Option 3 is the winner. May I know who's the guy so that I can note it?
Yeah. So I think Prashantas did first, and then Akash Israni is again have typed. Sorry, Abhishek Nair also typed 3, and then Akash Israni also has typed. So yeah, but Prashant
Okay.
is the first. Yeah.
Okay, Prashant is the owner. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, Prashant. So I'll go to the next question. So before next question, so with I can count on 5 again because I would like to distribute 3 vouchers, one for the one for the speaker, and the other 2 for our audiences. So number 2 question is going to be displayed in a couple of seconds. So let's start the count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Generally, what duration is best practice to suppress the audience while deleting the contact? Is it 14 days, 0 days, 2 days, and 30 days? So let's see whose answer the right, who marked as right answer. So who's the first person?
Yeah, it's Ali Khan has typed the first answer correct. B. Option B is the right answer.
Person answered the first.
Yeah, Ali Khan.
Ali Khan. Okay, great. Uh, Congratulations, Ali. So you got a voucher with the 200 or 400 USD coupon. So you could leverage any of the exams. And again, thank you so much for the participation on the quiz and the participation of the event. I know it's a 1.5 hour event, but we have wrapped it out in 1 hour. So thanks to Naveen. He's a great speaker again. Uh, Again, let me go to the next slide. So I'll just thank you to each and everyone. Again, thanks to each and everyone for joining on the August release update. Let me know if you would like to talk any of the if you want to talk anything on the topics of Marketing Cloud or Pardot. So please ping me in separate. Uh, please ping me separately in a LinkedIn or in Trailblazer community group chat. So I'll happy to take and then review the topic, and then I'll give you a slot for presenting at the same time. Okay. Uh, Once again, please, Ali, please let me know your LinkedIn profile ID as well as the email ID which is associated to your web assessor account. I want all the details between for both Prashant and Ali. So once again, thank you. Once again, thank you, Naveen.
Yeah,
It's
thanks,
a
Mani. Thanks for being such a host. Yeah.